It's Ron Reader Digs the Universe. I'm Ron Reader, and this is Ron Reader Digs the Universe, and tonight, Brittney Griner. Our basketball legend has finally been released after 10 months of Russian detention. Her arrest was obviously one of several Putin-crafted responses to our support of Ukraine's resistance to his illegal and brutal invasion, but a lot of Americans, strangely, are not happy about her freedom. In a depressing reminder that most Americans are totally ignorant of geopolitics, apolitical, and apathetic, I encountered one young lady on Facebook who apparently sees the whole thing as just another celebrity scandal, asserting that if Griner doesn't care about her, then she shouldn't care about Griner. She laced it with some vague America hater shit, and, topping it all off with, "We let a really bad man go." I tried talking her off the ledge, but she was bound and determined to commit intellectual suicide in front of God and everybody. You see, after 2 seconds of listening to, I imagine, some moron, she had made up her mind. But really, I'm far more concerned with the likely source of her irrational understanding of the situation. The better articulated right-wing rhetoric, trashing Griner all over Fox News and its ilk right now. I place their complaints into 3 categories. 1, she kneels during the national anthem. 2, we should have released the white man instead. And 3, the Russians say she had marijuana. As for the kneeling, well, it's just straight up racist even to mention that. You kneel in order to protest cops murdering black people. If you oppose the kneeling, you necessarily support cops murdering black people, okay? So, horrifically racist. For that matter, criticizing kneeling is yet another example of racist whites telling conscientious black people how to be American. Here's news. Black people are American too. The essential American, as once described by beat novelist Jack Kerouac. Their experience is every bit as relevant as everybody else's experience, perhaps more. To advise them on how to be American is totally racist. The second category, should have freed the white man instead. That's racist and sexist at face value for obvious reasons, but the bullshit runs particularly deep with this one. For starters, the Russians are demanding that we swap Whelan for a Kremlin assassin held by Germany, not us. So, at the moment, under the current circumstances, it is impossible to free the white man instead. But he was a U.S. Marine. Yeah. The conservatives are all saying yeah. And Brittney Griner is a 2-time Olympic gold medalist, a national legend. Fuck this U.S. Marine shit. They want him because he's white. And did you know that Whelan is a dishonorably discharged U.S. Marine? Yeah, that's right. Court-martialed for bouncing checks and attempting to steal $10,000. But I guess cannabis oil is worse. And that brings me to category 3, the marijuana. Get this, we don't really know that Griner did anything along these lines at all. Russia is extraordinarily corrupt from top to bottom. It is entirely possible, likely even, that Putin set the whole thing up. After all, he does that all the time. It's how he took control over the oligarchs, for Christ's sake. So, I'm not believing a goddamn thing the Russians are saying about Griner until and unless she confirms it. But whether she had weed or not, it doesn't even matter. Using cannabis to make her unworthy of freedom is the same racist assumption of black guilt used to excuse cops who kill black people. The marijuana complaint is fucking shit, and fuck these vile racists for fucking going there. Everything the conservatives are saying about her is so much shit spewing from their fascist lips. No. Here's why the conservatives really have a problem with releasing Brittney. She's black, she's a woman, she's a lesbian. I'm Ron Reeder, and this has been Ron Reeder Digs the Universe. Join me, Ron Reeder, again next week for another episode of Ron Reeder Digs the Universe.